This is the biggest reset Formula One has seen in decades. New cars, new engines, new regulations. And according to some drivers, it might not even be better because the 2026 regulations aren't just a change, they're a gamble. A gamble that he either fits Formula One or completely change what makes it great. In 2026, the sport didn't just tweak the rules, it rewrote them from the ground up. The cars are smaller, lighter, and more agile, designed to improve racing and make wheel-to-wheel battles more common. The engines are completely redesigned, with power now split almost evenly between electric energy and the traditional combustion. And perhaps the most futuristic change of all, aerodynamics have been involved, with DRS being trashed into active aero, meaning the cars can physically adjust how they cut through the air during the race. During the corners, the wings are closed for more downforce, and on the straights they open, creating less downforce, able to go faster. On paper, it sounds like the future, but Formula One has heard that promise before. The biggest advantage of these changes is the potential for better racing. Smaller, lighter cars should be able to follow each other more closely, reducing the dirty air problems that has plagued the sport for years. Instead of relying on DRS, drivers will use a new energy deployment system, allowing them to strategically decide when to attack or defend. It works as intended. Overtaking could finally feel natural again instead of artificial, even though I feel that's according to the FIA. But I feel that it is the other way around. I feel the attacking and overtaking is more artificial, and it's not the same as it was. At the same time, these rules push Formula One further into technological relevance, with the much larger focus on electrical power and sustainable fuel. This is not Formula E, FIA. The sport become more aligned with the future of road cars. This has already attracted new manufacturers and investment, which is critical for the long-term health of the grid. On top of that, races have become more strategic than ever, with energy management turning every lap into a calculated battle than a flat-out sprint. But the new era comes with severe risks. The first is complexity. The system behind energy deployment, battery usage, and active aero are far more complicated than anything fans have had to follow before. When the sport becomes harder to understand, it risks losing its simplicity that makes it exciting. There's also the concern that the driver's role could be reducing. Its races are increasingly decided by energy management and software simulator. The raw driving skill might matter less than perfect timing and engineering precision. That's a dangerous shift for the sport, but the idea of the best driver in the world pushing to the limit. There's also history to consider. Every major regulation change promises closer competition, but often the opposite happens. One team interprets the rules better than everyone else and dominates for the years. With such a massive overhaul of 26, the risk of the new era of dominance is very real, and not everyone in the paddock is convinced this direction is the right one. Some drivers have already voiced concerns about how much the new system relies on energy and saving management. If races become about lifting and coasting instead of pushing flat out, it raises a simple but important question. Is this still the same sport? In the end, the 2026 regulations represent both the most exciting and most dangerous shift to Formula One has made in years. They could deliver closer racing, bring in new manufacturers, and secure a more sustainable future. Or they can make the sport more complicated, less raw, and harder for fans to connect with. Because I'm trying to reinvent Formula One, there's always one risk that you might lose. And lose what made it special in the first place. Now, I think the regulations, time for my personal opinion, I think it's battery management simulator. It's really not good because the drivers are having to control the battery, and most of the races are relied on battery, not just, driving, pushing, tire management. It's all about the battery now. Anyways, that's it for today's video. make sure to leave a like and subscribe.